Did you not
What'd you
get
miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? No, I should say, covered well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Fields. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Hunt is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Fields. This is swung out to Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the Getting 4 sacks total and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And here we go on fourth down, Fields. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dillon. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Rosa's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go now. Check you.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Ready. Fly 2.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
10.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this 1st half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Kuhn knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points. Things are said and done.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Fields throwing again.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. On 4th down, Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, and the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Off play action, Fields out to it. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come.
Defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
Let's go.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Fields on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with it. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 6. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons
Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
That is caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. One play action, Fields.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just
and to their totals.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Koo now for the point after.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole